From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, April the 14th, 2020. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Blue and White Party leader Benny Gantz met late last night in some last-ditch efforts towards reaching an emergency unity government in Israel. Gantz's mandate to form a government was to expire at midnight last night, but the two jointly asked Israel's President Reuven Rivlin for an extension, and Rivlin granted 48 hours, which is midnight tomorrow, Wednesday night, right after the end of Passover. After more meetings during the day today, Blue and White and Likud issued a joint statement saying that Netanyahu and Gantz and their teams would meet again after the holiday with the aim of reaching an agreement on establishing a national emergency government. Israel, by the way, is once again under a complete lockdown tonight until early Thursday morning for the end of the holiday in an effort to curb the spread of the coronavirus. Israel police are investigating an incident last night. Several young Israeli far-right extremists are suspected of an attack. Israel's Channel 13 reports that the masked youth are believed to be residents of the West Bank Jewish settlement of Yitzhar. They are suspected of throwing rocks at and pepper spraying two Palestinian men and an Arab-Israeli woman in the area of Metzokei Dragot, which is near the Dead Sea. The Israeli suspects are then believed to have set the cars of the individuals on fire. The three victims fled the scene and did not reportedly need medical attention. Israel police continue their investigation. Among the COVID-19 deaths, a prominent rabbi in the UK, Avraham Pinter. He was the first British rabbi to serve as a town council member and was involved in building bridges across denominations within Judaism as well as with other faiths. The Jewish News reported that Pinter was in his early 70s and died yesterday in London. And veteran music producer for Saturday Night Live, Hal Wilner, died last week from complications of the coronavirus. Current and past SNL members took part in a special tribute to Wilner this past Saturday night for a special Saturday Night Live from Home edition. He was 64. We told you last week about an Israeli-based company called Pleura Stem who had success treating a number of critically ill COVID-19 patients in Israel. Well, the first American patient has now been treated with the placenta-based cell therapy at Holy Name Medical Center in New Jersey, administered under the U.S. Food and Drug Administration's Single Patient Expanded Access Program, which is a compassionate use program. Pleura Stem CEO Yaki Yanai said, "We are receiving many inquiries and requests for treatment from healthcare providers and families worldwide. In parallel," he said, "with our planned clinical trial, we expect to continue treating patients under compassionate use through the appropriate regulatory clearances in the United States and Israel, as well as expanding treatment under compassionate use in other countries." Earlier this week, Israel announced its torchlighters for Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel's Independence Day, which will be held at Mount Herzl but with no audience present because of the coronavirus. Israel's Culture and Sports Minister Miri Regev named the honorees, among them Lori Palatnik, who will represent diaspora jewelry at the event. She is the founding director of Momentum, an organization that Regev said works tirelessly to strengthen Jewish identity and connection to Israel through young mothers in their communities. Well, while Israel's national carrier has conducted rescue missions of Israelis stranded across the globe because of the COVID-19 pandemic and has brought protective equipment from China to Israel, it also stepped up to help others abroad. When no other airline could commit, El Al flew to China this weekend to pick up millions of masks for the city of Detroit. The Dreamliner, called Bat Yam, landed in the Motor City Sunday night. El Al CEO Yoram El-Grabli posted about the mission this week on his Facebook page, writing that he was so proud, as are we. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Tuesday, April the 14th at 7 o'clock, Professor Tzvi Gittelman discusses how nationality and religion are used to describe Jews in Eastern Europe and the former Soviet Union, a program of Limud FSU 2017. At 8 o'clock, Chief Rabbi of Moscow, Pinchas Goldschmidt, analyzes European anti-Semitism and the lessons it can teach American Jews. That's from Congregation Agudat Shalom in Stamford, Connecticut. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with the widow of legendary baseball player Jackie Robinson, Rachel Robinson, on L'chaim. Then at 10:15, Jewish ball players are in the spotlight. And coming up right after this newscast, a new Together During COVID-19 with Mark Golub, who is joined by Shachar Azani, who addresses the political turmoil in Israel over the creation of a new government, describes how Israel is coping now with the coronavirus, and explains how Israel will be commemorating Yom HaShoah differently this year. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, April the 14th, 2020. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.